Back with Archetype Analysis we are, and we're taking another roller coaster ride through the GX era. Yay! Season 3! I know how horrible it was. Yay! Anyway, the Yubel archetype used by Yubel is a really hard stretch to even consider it an archetype. It might as well be a poster boy for Konami of America to finish an archetype once in a while, because holy shit, this archetype feels so unfinished it hurts. It consists of 3 cards, but nothing pretty much interesting comes from it. So let's dissect this miserable mess and see what's going on. First with their level 10 monster, Yubel, with 0 attack and defense. Nice Time Lord stats though, but she ain't no Time Lord, I can tell you that. This card cannot be destroyed by battle. You take no battle damage from battles involving this card. Before damage calculation, when this face-up attack position card is attacked by an opponent's monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. During your end phase, tribute one other monster or destroy this card. When this card is destroyed except by its own effect, its owner can special summon one Yubel Terror Incarnate from your hand, deck, or graveyard. We'll get to that last part in a minute, but first up, let's take a look at the original Yubel. Borderline, it's horrible. Nothing else pretty much to say here, because its effect is only triggered when it's attacked, meaning you can trigger this effect yourself by constantly ramming into things, just like in the anime. Meaning you'll have to rely on stuff like Battle Mania and all-out attacks to make any considerable plays, and yeah, there aren't any archetypal ways to trigger this effect, so you're left off wondering what the hell was the point of this. Anyway, yeah, that last part, summoning another monster known as Yubel Terror Incarnate, what does it do? Well, first off, it's a level 11 with the same stats as the original Yubel, which cannot be normal summoned or set. It must be special summoned by Yubel's effect and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Again, same battle immunity and damage immunity as the original Yubel, and before damage calculation, when this face-up card, attack position card, is attacked by your opponent's monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's attack. During your end phase, destroy all other monsters on the field. When this card leaves the field, you can special summon one Yubel Ultimate Nightmare from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Now we actually have a somewhat of a better form, some would say, because this thing has to leave the field in any way in order to summon the Ultimate Nightmare, which we'll get into soon. Meaning, if it's used for a link material, you get another free monster, which is actually pretty cool. I never thought I'd say it, but it's pretty cool. But anyway, its own unique effect is that it can, during the end phase, destroy all other monsters on the field, which you don't benefit from in the slightest, because, well, you simply don't. It's a common rule in today's meta that you have to make an established field presence each turn, so yeah, this kind of effect goes against the logic of said standard in the meta, so yeah. The only relevant thing about this card is free link materials, yeah. And lastly, we come to Yubel, the Ultimate Nightmare. A level 12 this time around, again, same stats. Also cannot be normal summoned or set, and must be special summoned by Yubel Terror Incarnate, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card cannot be destroyed by battle, you take no battle damage, blah blah blah. And at the end of the damage step, if this face-up card battles an opponent's monster, inflict damage of that monster's attack to your opponent, also destroy that monster. And finally we get what was supposed to be the original Yubel's effect. Took them long enough, but yeah, it's not worth it. For what you need to do to summon this thing, yeah, I'd say no. Yeah, this thing can inflict battle damage to the opponent if it battles the monster itself, which should have been present in the original Yubel as well. However, it also destroys a monster, which is a huge plus. But this one Yeah, it also cannot be destroyed by battle, but it is easily susceptible to any other kinds of removal, and there isn't a thing it floats into. I would have loved if this thing actually floated into the original Yubel, so yeah, you had some commotion where you can take this thing and... yeah, I'm stretching this long enough. Let's just get to the grading scale. 1 out of 3, everything. Nothing is going past a 1 out of 3. In fact, I would like to give it a 0 in versatility, because this deck can lose to pretty much anything. I mean, you can build a somewhat of a fun Yubel variant with a Gemini engine along with Doom Shaman and everything, but yeah, I would question your life choices if you're even building a Yubel deck in 2019. Although this deck actually, the Archetype actually has plenty of variants, to say the least. None of them are very formidable. There's the Calculator variant, which focuses on splashing the field with lots of Yubels, so you can get a Calculator to at least 50,000 attack plus. And yeah, but even if you're building a Calculator deck like that, just focus on protecting 2 Photon satellites with 0 Zarok, and you should have a field day with the thing. And there's also, I believe, Dark World Yubels. I have no idea how that was supposed to function, but I'm not gonna question it. But yeah, that was Yubel. Probably not gonna get any support cards at all, unless Super Fusion God is printed. Yeah, you know that monster from the 3rd season, which is mentioned requires 12 monsters, each of varying levels. Yeah, I remember it. Another one of the reasons why Season 3 utterly disappointed me. Then I saw Edelus arc from Fairy Tail, and then I saw, oh, so that's how much more I hate GX's Season 3. The ending was just a very, very watered down Darling in the Franxx, which does not work at all. I would take Darling in the Franxx's ending, Darling in the Franxx's awesome ending any day of the week over GX Season 3 ending. And yeah, I've been rambling randomly for about a good chunk of this video, so I'm gonna end it here. That was a short little burst I wanted to do on the channel. So thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and updates. Comment, like, and subscribe. And as usual, I'll upload the next video whenever I can. And yes, this is episode 69, and that's exactly what I wanted to do Yubel for this video, because she is tricky after all. Alright, see you all, have a good day, and peace.